Well, I was in a meeting in Barcelona, and I got a phone call from him, and I didn't answer it because we talk a lot. And then he texted me and he said, "Dad, pick up the phone. I think I'm in trouble." And at that moment, I knew he thinks he has Ebola, and I just my heart sunk, and I just got this cold chill because I just knew that he was at high risk for Ebola, and he doesn't tend to panic. So he seemed really concerned in the email, so it really touched me. He's in the early phases of his illness, which is good, because it means that he won't be in the kind of second phase before he gets on the plane, so that's very reassuring. It's the second phase where patients lose a lot of fluid through diarrhea, and that's part of what accounts for the high mortality rate, that these folks get very dehydrated and low blood pressure. You know, when you get ill, you tend to feel isolated, and he's certainly feeling that way. He's literally in an isolation tent. It's not a real medical facility per se, and he's far away from his family. Yeah. And it's very hard for him because in addition to that, it's compounded by the fact that he's just been filming the Liberian healthcare situation for 2 weeks, seeing people die outside of clinics waiting to get fluids in their veins, seeing people die inside clinics because there's not enough nursing staff. So it's natural that his mind would go there, and he would start to think, well, he's about to become one of those statistics. First thing he said was, "Don't tell Mom," and I didn't for a while. I had mixed feelings. I reacted as a parent and was conflicted. On the one hand, he told me, he said, "Dad, this is what I've been trained for." And I had to admit, I had a real sense of pride that he was willing to put himself in harm's way to follow his principles. But if I'm honest, my first reaction was, "You're an idiot. You're going to Liberia in the midst of an Ebola epidemic to film inside and around clinics."